What's going on, wrestling fans? Tony Mango here, welcoming you to another edition of the Internet Wrestling Community Outreach portion of the Smark Out Moment Smack Talk podcast for the week. We're going to start things off the way that we normally do, the Smark My Words, my choice of my favorite comment that you guys had submitted throughout the week. And for the second time in a row, we're going to be giving this to Guest 5. Last week he had a good one. This week he had another great one too. And this was about the Randy Orton torching the Sister Abigail gravesite thing. He said, well, I'm sure glad it was Randy that visited where Sister Abigail's body lies and not Triple H and Kane's mask. Sheesh. You know, I didn't even think about it at the time, but when you brought it up, that made me just go, oh, fuck. If they would have turned this into a Katie Vick thing, it would have been really bad. So it's a good thing that they just had the worms and the dirt and a little bit of fire on it. That's good enough. Told the story. Didn't have to get into some other kind of creepiness, you know. So Guest 5 wins for the second time in a row. He wins a plate full of nothing. A whole plate full. I don't know how much that really weighs, but it's a lot, I guess. Thanks to not only Guest 5, but everybody else who left comments all over the place on our YouTube channel, our Twitter account, and so on and so forth, including our Facebook group, where you're going to find a lot of things throughout the week, like our live chats for Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, maybe even NXT, the pay-per-views as well. It's also a rebullshit throughout the week, and you can find that all over at facebook.com/groups/themegamaniacs. Go ahead and sign up for that one and have some fun with us. Coming up next week is going to be the March mailbag special, so if there's any questions, whether it's wrestling related or not, that you want to pick our brains about, go ahead and send those questions in either by tweeting at SmarkOutMoment with the hashtag mailbag, or better yet, leaving an email through the contact form of the website, and pretty much anything that you guys send our way, we will try to answer. If you're looking to help support the growth of Smark Out Moment for the future, there's a couple things that you should be aware of. As far as monetary donations go, you can do so with the PayPal button at the bottom of smarkoutmoment.com, the fan funding module, or the Patreon account. You can also buy t-shirts, mugs, and a bunch of other different types of merchandise over at our Redbubble and our TeePublic shops. And you can also spread the word about the website in a couple different ways, such as the Sign Me Up initiative. And for that, all you got to do is, if you're going to a wrestling show, send me a picture of yourself holding up a Smark Out Moment sign. But the most important thing of all is to help us grow our audience with our social media accounts. And you can help us by liking and sharing our posts on Facebook, retweeting and following us on Twitter, subscribing to the YouTube channel if you haven't done that already, and giving all of the videos that you watch a thumbs up. Also, leaving your comments on those videos will help not only keep the discussion going, but it'll also generate a little bit more traffic as well. And you can also share the website's articles and the videos and anything else that you find interesting on Reddit, or post them on message boards, or pretty much anywhere else on the internet. Everything that you guys do to get our name out there is greatly appreciated, because it all helps out quite a bit. And the same thing applies to Fanboys Anonymous, which is my spot for movie reviews and other geeky kind of topics like that. So if you're a nerd like myself and you love superheroes and different things that kind of fall into those categories, go ahead and check out that website, fanboysanonymous.com. Follow the Facebook and Twitter accounts. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. Do the same kind of things to help boost that up a little bit too. And that's going to take us into the major topic of the video, the wrestling trivia question of the week, otherwise known as the Ask Him. And last week's question was about Beth Phoenix, and which stable did she have a nickname in parody of, which was the Fabulous Freebirds, as apparently at one point, and I didn't really know this until I was starting to look up information about her, she was called the Fabulous Firebird in WWE. I don't remember them ever really calling her that. But apparently that happened. So that's obviously a reference to the Fabulous Freebirds, so that's kind of interesting there. And I don't believe anybody got this correctly. Peter Piccinini guessed Glamorella, and he says that he likes a good chicken sandwich. I agree with you on that one, Peter. Chicken sandwiches are fucking great. I ate one of them the other day. It wasn't really all that good, and I was really disappointed because it's normally really good. Solid Doom says, holy crap, am I the first one to comment? She was obviously the horsewoman of the apocalypse. No, wait, that's Lillian Garcia. God damn it. The carnation of domination. As for the fucks today, let's leave that for the mailbag questions, and he leaves a couple of suggestions with those we'll get around to. But then he also says, you know what? I have one this week. Fuck you, Tony. Just did the Smark Madness, and how dare you make us choose between the pedigree and the camel clutch. It's a douche move, man. I might have to leave that one blank. Well, they're not mandatory to vote for every single one of them, and the pedigree is the smart choice anyway. But we do have the Smark Madness tournament going on right now, everybody. At this point in time, I believe that I'm probably going to be posting up another thing a couple hours before this video goes up for round 2. So round 2 at this point, if it is up, go ahead and vote. If round 1 is still up, then go ahead and vote for that too. But let's get into this week's question for the Ask Him. I'm not going to give you any setup for this one. I'm just going to give you the question. Name the 3 men who were part of both D-Generation X and the New World Order. If you think you know the answer, or you want to leave a guess, or you want to toss anything else out there in the comments below, go ahead and do that, and next week I will tell you who those 3 people are. And that's going to do us in for this week's edition of the IWC Outreach. So I want to thank you all for listening, and I want to remind you to hit that subscribe button for all the other content coming your way this week. Fantasy Booking, WrestleMania 33, and the 2017 class of the Smark Out Moment Hall of Fame. That's it for now, though, everybody. This has been another Smark Out Moment, and I am being counted out.